Hello, hello. I think we should be live. I didn't fully title my thing proper. Let's do that real quick. This and this. Good enough for me. Save. Cool. All right. So to my to the new people who are here, thank you for joining. My voice isn't normally like this. I sing in the car. I've been driving a lot lately. I had a doctor's appointment with a new primary, and that went longer than I was expecting. And then I had therapy appointment right after that, and then I had dinner with my wife. My voice is shot, and yet I want to be here. I want to do this. So this is the Retroid Pocket 5. I have the 4 Pro. I have not seen this yet. I just popped that open. We're going to zoom in a little bit before we do anything else here. Let me get that software open. I want to get the pretty all nice and close. Sorry, my desk is exactly where I left it 2 or 3 weeks ago when I did my last stream. So I do apologize, but there's a lot that's been happening behind the scenes. Quite busy. Preview is closed. That's fine. Where is my zoom button? There it is. Did my music just stop? No. No. Can you hear the music? Why is this not scaling? Got a new monitor. It's really not scaling. It's huge. Why? Whatever. Okay, so let's see what's... My hardware was not working last week or 2 weeks ago. Whenever it was. I don't remember. I've got time blindness. Working now, though. Why am I upside down? Sorry. There we go. Hi. Okay, cool. We're back. We're here. We're live. Let's do this. Oh, it looks gorgeous. It's been a busy last couple weeks. I'll tell you that much for sure. Ooh, I already really like just the size of this. Okay, cool. Does it seem extra dim to you? Seems extra dim to me. Who knows? Let's minimize this. And let's get this up. You know what? Let's just crack into it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ugh. Forgive me for that. Okay, so what do we get in the box? We got a A to C cable. Schnazzy. Instructions. I don't think we're going to need that. Nice magnetic closed box. I do like that. Retroid up in the corner. Let's take a look at this. This is fancy. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, I know most people doing retro handheld reviews, I guess, seem to really like having... Come on, zoom on in. Oh, I'm already at 4. Haha, there's a 5. I have presets. They seem to really like having the D-pad on top, and I think I'm okay with it for this. Because if I'm playing a shooter, which I probably won't be, but this can stream pretty well from what I understand, I think I can... Ooh, that's a lot of force on those triggers. They feel nice. A little bit of a click on these, not too loud, but the size and the feel in the hand is really nice. These ergonomic bumps, they're very similar to... Because of course they are. Ugh. I lost the scissors I was going to use for this, so ignore the baby brother being all dressed up funny. But it's all dusty too. Jeez. Yeah, I haven't been... This might be an update stream as well, but we've got the contours on here that are very, very similar. Very, very similar. Very comfy. A little bit more of a rounding on this than on the Mini, which you probably see. It's a little bit more, what's the word? What do you call that? A peach? No. But yeah, no, it's nice. The cutouts are different on the back. The stickers on this did not come with. I did these myself on a stream recently. I don't want to talk about it. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. Wasn't very popular. I had a good time. I'm gonna mess with this more. I gotta get my scissors. I gotta find them. Anyway, point is, ergonomics are good. And let's see. Let's shrink this down. It's in the way. Okay, cool. That's out of the way now. That being said, ergonomically, this is fantastic. I really, really like the way this feels. Yeah, so this is the Retroid Pocket 5. It's using the same Snapdragon 865 as the RP Mini. It's an OLED screen. I believe it's 1080p, 60 hertz. Could be wrong. Doesn't really matter all that much these days. All these screens are so good, and I say that with love. And being somebody who loves numbers and specs, I'm getting to the point where the numbers and the specs don't really make that much of a difference, really. It's more about the experience, in a way. As weird as that is. I know that it is the experience to some degree as well, but I'm trying not to hyper-focus on the numbers. But that being said, this feels good. We've got a USB-C on the bottom. I believe it'll do video out, like most of these devices. I'm not 100% sure, as I haven't tried it yet myself, but I'm pretty sure it does. I have not watched... I watched one other review of this in an unboxing, but that's about it. I watched Russ on the podcast. We got a TF card slot, which should be unpopulated. Nice and easy to pull out. A little bit of movement, not too much. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit further. We can do this. Huzzah. Cool. I would assume this doesn't buzz. Retroid seems to do a pretty good job. I know that the Retroid Pocket 4 had some issues with the triggers. These do not feel like the Retroid Pocket 4 triggers. You got power, volume up and down. I like the volume up is on the right, as it probably should be. ABXY. Nice rubber membrane. They don't feel squishy at all. They're almost clacky, but not too clacky. They're quieter than the Mini. I'll tell you that much. Cool. And we got the start and select up top and the home and back buttons down at the bottom, front-facing speakers. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Power LED on the top. I have been out of the loop a little bit more than I would have liked to have been. I may or may not put the screen protector on this tonight. I might wait. Let's power it on, see what we get. This is the first of 3 handhelds I'm going to be unboxing tonight, one of which was supplied to me, not this one. I bought this one myself. We'll get to that when we get to that. This looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Welcome. Right, setup process. I forgot about that. Yes. Don't look. I always forget about this part. No, let's set it up. Open settings. Wi-Fi. Let me get my Wi-Fi up. Sorry. I need to stop doing this to myself. This is just the unboxing and first impressions. First look, I suppose. I'm going to start doing more frequent dedicated videos on these moving forward. I'm not going to give a time frame because part of my issue with not creating content as often as I'd like, it's a little annoying. You can't navigate the keyboard with the D-pad or this. You have to use touch. Oh well. But part of the reason why I have not been releasing content, ooh, the vibration's kind of nice, is because of the perception of expectation that I have in my mind from you to me, as well as my expectation of myself on me, and they clash. There's an update. We'll do an update. But yeah, part of the reason why I haven't, just in case something shows up there, we're not going to do that. Yeah, part of the reason why I haven't been making content is just because I've been getting too much in my own head about it. Executive dysfunction is some part of it, but a lot of it is just me getting too much in my own head. I just reset my internet. That's what that does. Okay. New button I'd never seen before. Update? Is it going to update while I'm trying to do this or no? We'll see. Next. Time zone? Sure, let's do time zone. Open. It's not New York time. I am in LA. Thank you. Back. Next. We will do this later. We'll adjust this later. I'm just getting a first look. We're not doing too much of this. Oh, hello, hello. I ordered on launch. I did, and I got this, I think 2 days ago? Maybe 3 days ago? I am actually going to install most of these, and I will update them later on. The white looks really good. Nobody's seen white yet. This is my first time seeing the white one now that I'm thinking about it. I've seen a couple of like pictures and stuff, but nobody I know has done a video on the white one as far as I know. We're just going to download most of these. I don't need that one. I'll go with Flycast, why not? But yeah, no, I like this quite a bit. It's very comfy. It's just like the Mini, except for this one's not covered in stickers. Got a Pocket 4 Pro on the way. Where's mine? I just had it. This guy? Ooh, it's so dark. Did you go watermelon? I love these things. Wow, it's so dark. I just moved my lights around. I apologize. Let me scoot this back real quick, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Let's open up the lighting a little here. That should help a little. Not much, not enough. Okay. Yeah, no, I was also the first with the Steam Deck OLED, or one of the first. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I haven't seen any other white ones. Also, hello, Miss J. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Okay, we want Moonlight. Why not get the root one? I don't need that or that. Oh, you know what? Poke MMO. Why not? PSSSP, Redream, RetroArch, Steam Link. What is even that? Yaba Sanshiro, Aether. I'm going to be updating most of these, but my thought process is, if it works, why change it, you know? With black? Yeah, the watermelon is nice. Why does it look so dark? I swear. My screen might just be really dim right now, actually. Let's turn my brightness up so I'm not continuously getting stuck on this. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. My brightness is at 30. That'll do it. It's not as dim as it looks. Okay, I see that. Yeah, the watermelon does look really nice. I quite enjoy it. I'm actually going to be selling the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, though. It's practically brand new. I even have a brand new backplate for it. I, like I was saying before, was too much in my own head. And haven't been doing videos as much as I would have liked. Yeah, hello, welcome. Yeah, the watermelon is really nice. Okay, I gotta say though, not to change your mind, but why am I selling it? Yes, that's what I'm getting at. This is nowhere near as powerful as this. It's like not even close. And this doesn't feel as comfortable. I do like the grip, actually. I do think the grip is quite comfy, but it's not as comfortable. Retro Game Core had said something about this and feeling like you're holding a piece of toast. And I do think that that is, ironically, one of the best, examples of it. The price difference, ironically, is about $10. The watermelon, are you asking to buy it from me? I was asking, a friend has already asked, you can DM me in Discord, but a friend has already asked, I was going to be getting rid of it for like 70% of what I paid for it, because it's basically brand new, and I'll sell all the parts with it and everything too. But yeah, hit me up in the Discord. The link is on YouTube in my link tree. You'll find it, I'm sure. Let me talk to my buddy who asked me first, and then slide in the DMs. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, I like the device, don't get me wrong, but the toast thing is like you're trying to press on the sticks down here and you're holding it and balancing it here. You're kind of like pushing it out of your own hands to some degree. You got to brace it a little differently. I like it, don't get me wrong. But I played like an hour and a half of Chrono Trigger and then got distracted and moved on to the next device. And I feel kind of bad about it. This, on the other hand, feels like a different kind of device. We're going to go with the Retroid Pocket 5 launcher. I don't know what that is. Let's do it. Hey. Welcome to the Retroid launcher. Cool. We're viewing full screen. Start the simple boot program. Don't skip it. Let's see what we're doing here. Please select this button. Press the A key. That's the only button. We can do that. Which version of Android is it? I believe this is still Android 10 currently. I don't think the 13 build is out yet. And I believe that this is also on Android 10. It does what you need it to do. It will do most. This will do almost every PS2 and GameCube, no problem. Some Switch, some Wii U and whatnot. This will struggle a little bit more with a lot of that stuff. It will do some GameCube. It will do some PS2. It's not going to be like amazing at them, but it will do some. Okay, what are we doing? Platform download. I thought I just did this. Let's just yeah, Android gaming on the 4 Pro is pretty good. Again, I'm bleeding edge. The concept here, the issue here, issue's the wrong word. The thing to keep in mind is that between this and this needs the grip. That's an extra $15. They're now the same price. This is more powerful. That's my thought, right? They're both good. Don't get me wrong. We are so spoiled for handhelds right now. We really are. It's insane. Let's see. Let's just go and do the thing. I don't really need a whole ton on here. Yeah, we're so spoiled for choice. Wait. Doesn't? Oh yeah, it doesn't fit in the case. No, it doesn't. It's a bummer. I was hoping that it might, but it just doesn't. Let's do MSX. Why not? NES. This is really loud. Sounds pretty good. I realize there's an honorable mention I didn't whip out here yet. Does the 5 fit in the 4 case? Let me find out for you, actually. Don't mind me just pulling out my Ain Odin 2 Mini. Where is the case? It's down in here somewhere, I swear. I swear, I feel like I need an assistant. Give me just a second, because I think it's over in my pile of game cases. Yeah. Oh, I found it pretty easy, actually. Sorry for vanishing into the void like that. I don't do that very often, but let's see. Okay, here is the Retroid Pocket 4 case. I apologize. It's a little bit dusty. Again, I said I haven't really touched it much. I can tell you right now, it's not going to fit. We'll try it anyway, but that's a soft nope. Hard nope, I would say maybe you can. No, that's a rigid case. No, it does not fit. It's a little bit wider. A little bit wider. Thank you for helping me find this, though. I do appreciate you for that. Let's see. Might get a 5 at a later point, or get the Retroid Pocket 6. I know, right? There's so many. There's so many. Let's continue onward. Neo Geo Pocket Color, sure. PC Engine. No, I don't need it. PS1, PS2, PSP. Yes, indeed. PSP on this is going to be fantastic. We'll go with Sega CD. Did I get the 5 case? I did. It's right here. It's a little bit bigger. I have not unboxed it just yet. We will get to that in just a moment. I'm going to zoom out a bit again. Let's go back to a 5. Huzzah. And then I will get to that in just a second. Game Gear, Genesis, of course. Master System, yep. Saturn, Virtual Boy, I don't really care about. Wii, let's do it. Don't really care about Wonder Swan. All right. Cool. It's doing some stuff. Do you think they're cooking up a Flip 2? I do. I do think they're doing a Flip 2. Oh, hey, Zeno, I know you. Actually, I recognize most of you. All you guys are from the RH podcast, aren't you? I'm seeing a lot of familiar names here. I do think they're cooking up a Flip 2. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I do think they are. But let's do the case right now, since we're already on it. I don't have any games on this right now. This is legit just a first look for right now. I don't think I have an Android card that, I don't think I have an Android card that has games on it currently. But yeah. Hall effects in the Flip 2? Yes, I know. Controversial opinion. I want Hall effect sliders. All right. So, let's do this. Let's do this. And I do love these cases. They're really, really rigid. Like, that's a lot of structural integrity there. I hate the sound of Velcro. I don't know if you're autistic like me and it bugs you too, but like, I feel it in my teeth. All right. That is a good fit. Now I'm wondering actually if these will fit. Wow, that looks like a void. It's so dark. It's really dark in person too, though, by the way. This is really dark, the Ain Odin 2 case. But I'm wondering if these are compatible. They look very similar. We're gonna find out. They're not the same. It is a really nice case. What's really funny is it's very reminiscent of the Ain Odin 2 case. I'm gonna move some stuff around. Sorry, I've kind of boxed myself in here. I do this a lot. All right, let's see. All right, these are very similar. These are competitive devices. I have a friend, I'm hoping he's gonna show up tonight, but I have a friend who sold his Odin 2 Mini with the mini LED, mini LED screen for the RP5. I get it. I totally get it. While the Odin 2 Mini is technically more powerful, I hope these are interchangeable. It's also a little bit hotter, and the screen is a little funky. I actually really like the mini LED, but it has like a vignetting. This is looking positive. We're gonna swap these around. So RP5 is going into the... Oh, maybe it doesn't fit. Oh, it does. It's just a squeeze. Okay. I wouldn't recommend necessarily throwing the RP5 in the Odin 2 mini case. So if you were thinking about doing that, don't. It will, but it's probably putting pressure on the triggers that you don't really need. But yeah, we'll do a quick comparison here since I have it out. Odin 2 Mini and the RP5. I'm already getting dust all over these screens. It's crazy. They're very similar in... This is so much heavier. The Odin 2 Mini is so much heavier. It's a little thicker. They're both incredibly comfortable. This is more of a question of, do you want the stick on top or do you want the stick on bottom? Which is and it is an important question. Okay, before we move on to the next thing, my AuDHD is getting ahead of me. We're going to stick the Odin 2 in the Retroid Pocket 5 case. That's a little too thick. It'll bend the inside. So yeah, they don't quite fit. They could fit, but I wouldn't. They're designed to fit their own specific devices, and I think they do a really good job at what they're for. Okay, so there's the Ain Odin 2 Mini out of the way. I really do like that. I do have a stream where I was messing with that. It's nice. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna get this set up. I'm gonna make a promise to you guys right now, and I don't like making promises because I feel like I get myself stressed out. But I'm gonna make a promise to you guys right now, and I'm gonna do my best to keep it up as soon as possible. I'm going to do a dedicated video on this as soon as possible to get the answers out there as soon as possible. It's already too late to order for the holiday season as far as I understand it. So I'm not really letting anybody down, but maybe myself. But yeah, I like it. See how it feels when it's closed up. It feels like there's nothing in it. I mean, not quite, but it's really light. That's crazy. I'm gonna go grab a scale. Actually, Miss J, are you still in the chat? I think they're liking the RP5 over the other, the Ain Odin 2, actually. Miss J, can you grab me the food scale, if you don't mind? That would be absolutely lovely. And in the meantime, actually, I am going to open up another device. Thank you, Miss J. I appreciate you. Somebody had requested her to stop in on a recent stream, and she was busy working at the moment, but she might show her face very, very quickly. All right, we got another device to unbox. We're gonna probably cycle back to some of these. I've been busy. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Here we go. So this is like not exactly a successor to the RG Cube, but here's the Cube. Here is the Chonko version. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, actually, since this is back, we'll do this real quick. We'll do a weight difference. We're gonna use a food scale because that's what I have. Cool, we're gonna go with grams because it's set to grams. Doesn't really matter, you'll see the difference. You'll understand, you'll know. All right. Right. All right, here is the Odin 2 Mini. About what I expected. I've seen a lot of videos on this one. I try to make informed decisions, but at the same time, or in the same breath, I also buy like almost every handheld that comes out, whether or not I need it or not. I keep doing it. You know, the 46H. Yeah. No, I know. It looks like the one, the 4x3. I will let you know what I think about it in just a moment. So 336 versus 270. Yeah, so it's about a third lighter. It's notably lighter, and it's practically almost as powerful. So like what you're going to get out of it on this, on the RP5 over the Odin 2 Mini, or that extra... Let me word it like this. The AIN Odin 2, with its Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor in there, it is better. It's not $100 better. This is $100 more expensive. In fact, it's like $120 more expensive. It is better than the RP5. It's not $120 better than the RP5. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. All right, we don't need to scale anymore, so die. There we go. You got to hold it down until it stops moving. So, I loved the cube. This is the original cube. You can tell the sticks on top. This has some cardinal snapping. It is what it is. Still a fantastic device. I've actually spent probably the most amount of my time on this. And then they announced this right after this one, the 406V, which I adore. In theory, because again, I've been a little bit busy, but I really loved the 405V, then the 406V. You got the new sticks. They don't snap. They're nice and tall. I freaking love these sticks. Yeah, I know. For an extra $120, you can get yourself 2 Trim UI bricks. Almost. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. We're going to rapid fire these as best as we can. Because I need to get these all open and out of my mind so I can start doing the things I need to do to get them set up and working now that I'm kind of out of my head. So this is the Anbernic 406H. It has the same chip as the 406V, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the same chip as in the Cube, which is a fantastic chip. It'll do light GameCube and PS2. Some games really well, some games not so much. Wow, I really like this. Sorry. Okay, I need to set this down for a second. Whew. Okay, what else is in the box? What else is in the box? We got a fun little face. Looks like a Miyazaki. Just ever so slightly, right? You can see what I'm seeing. All right, we've got screen protector, which is not in its thing, but that's fine. We can shimmy that in there real quick. It's a nice 4-inch screen protector. What's funny about this is since I messed up the screen protector on my 406V and my 406H, I bought 7 screen protectors. Oh, this is something else entirely. Sorry. I bought 7 screen protectors off of AliExpress. I'll let you know how they are. We'll probably switch those out tonight. I didn't even get them all. Here's more. You can just buy them in bulk. Okay, we got a screen protector. Probably going to put that on tonight. Is it recessed? It is recessed. Lovely. I might not put it on tonight because when it gets hot in here and I'm recording, then there's dust. We got a cable. I'm assuming it's A to C. They're all A to C. Come on, come on. They're always so stuck in there. Yes, A to C. I believe it will do C to C charging. Don't quote me on that. I know it'll charge with a Steam Deck charger. Because I charge everything with my Steam Deck charger. So I've had this for about 8 days now. We're going to get into this, but so far, oh, man. I don't want to say I'm in love, but like, goddamn, sorry. No kid allowed, you heard nothing. Oh man, Anbernic, why? Why is it so good? Okay, first impressions on the feel of this thing. It really does remind me of my Game Boy. It really does. First impressions on the feel of this thing. Like the other reviewers were saying, the sticks are a little tall. But like, it feels like a real controller. And I do agree with Stubbs and the rest of them when they say that these are a little clicky. You might barely be able to hear them. They're a little clicky, but the face buttons feel fantastic. And I hate to say this, I really do. I think I prefer the face buttons on this little guy to the RP Mini. The RP Mini is a little bit clacky, despite being more expensive. This is around $165, if I'm not mistaken. And the RP Mini was also around $200. It's, again, more powerful. The buttons are just a little bit more clacky. These feel really nice. There's a nice, like, there's a nice travel to them. Yeah, there's nice travel to them. They spring back relatively nicely. Got a good feel. The top is nice and rounded. It's a really nice feel. So, we're getting into this one now real quick. Hey, what's up, Retro Fun Tech? Nice. Hello, hello. I didn't expect to have such a crazy high turnout tonight. I love it. Hello. I really, really like this. You just missed the RP5 in white. I'll pull it up just for you, because nobody else has seen it apparently. You know, I'm just gonna pull it up and leave it up. How about that? This is the Odin. This is the Ain't Odin 2 Mini. The cases look so similar. Okay, here we go. Yeah, nobody has apparently. I didn't mean to be the first, but here we go. I'll do a quick another glance at the actual device. Do you guys like my rainbow lights? I like my rainbow lights. They make my hair shine in a fun way. That's why I do it. But yeah, it's got that nice little butt on the back. All glass front on this. I forgot to mention that. These are also Hull sticks, and they're not nearly as much travel, but yeah, it's nice. I like these. It's really pretty. Yeah, and it's 270 grams. Does anybody remember specifically? I think it was 270. It's about a third the weight of the Ain't Odin 2. So getting back to the 406H now, this has a very similar kind of a grip on the bottom to the Cube, which I, for some reason, zipped up. I swear, I'm just fidgeting with stuff now. Let's pull this out. I'll do a quick comparison side by side. I have these out for a reason. One of the reasons is I just forgot to put them all away. I'm bad at putting stuff away because if it's out of sight, it doesn't exist anymore. Headphone jack is on the bottom. I think I like that decision. Speakers are still down firing, which is cool. It is what it is. Headphone jack was on the top on the Cube. Micro SD card is on the bottom, and it's exposed still on the 406H. I don't see a dedicated video out, but I think it does do video out via this as well. I'll have to test that and get back to you guys. Pretty sure it does. This D-pad, I thought I was going to hate this on the Cube. This feels a little bit different. Like, no, it's... I don't know how I'd ever be able to measure or explain this. The D-pad on the Cube feels like it's ever so slightly taller. Excuse me. And it feels a little bit more smoothed over on the 406H. But these grips and these sticks, it feels genuinely fantastic. Like, I'm probably going to use this to stream PC games, and that is a weird thing to say for such a small and relatively affordable device. Yeah, I normally don't do circle D-pads, but I gotta say this, Anbernic did them right. Anbernic did them right. The plastic on this is smoother than I was expecting. It's smoother than the 405V. It's smoother than the 405V. It's smoother than the Zazbizzle as well, which is cool. But not like too smooth, if that makes any sense. Let's see, how is it compared to this little guy? There was a sticker on this, right? I think mine ran away. No, this is one of the H700s, I swear. I've got so many H700 devices that I stopped keeping track of the names. I just couldn't process anymore. I've got all of them, but the Mini and the what's it called? The Mini and the 2024 refresh. Is it like the Pro? So like the RP4. Let's see. Is it like the RP4 Pro? It's a little smoother than the RP4 Pro. It's a little smoother. But it doesn't make that much of a difference because, like, yes, it might be a little smoother, but it, oops, sorry. It has this grippy texture in the back here, and it terminates really well. I don't know how to explain it really, but there's a little bit of a lip here too between the texture changes. It doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. It feels classier. It feels more high-end because there's still like a matte kind of a feel to it, but it's a really nice plastic. I would say that this is getting close to like Nintendo plastic. And I mean that with love, I really do. Like it feels good. It feels strong. It feels, there's no flex in this at all. It feels rigid. It feels sturdy. It's not heavy. Speaking of heavy, let's see how much it weighs. I knew killing this thing would come back to haunt me. See how much a cat hair weighs. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see. What do we got? No way. It's only 10 grams lighter. 11, I guess. 10. It's only 10 grams lighter than the RP5. But yeah, it feels really nice. And I mean that in the best kind of way. The what is it called? The bumpers. They are, if you like a mouse click kind of a feel and sound, then you're going to love these. If you don't like a mouse click, go check out Aish Talks Tech. He mods buttons like these all the time. I'm sure he has a mod to make these quieter. Aish is great. Aish does button mods. That's definitely his well, one of his things. He's also really good at thumbnails. But yeah. It's a nice click. It's a little loud if you're playing in bed next to someone, so I might be modifying them myself. We'll see. But anyway, so let's go back through. We did some basic breakdown of this. Down-firing speakers, but because of how you're holding it, they kind of fire back at you a little bit. Nice, tall Hall effect sticks. Has RGB lighting around here. My one gripe about this device, the one thing that doesn't make this perfect in my opinion. Perfect is a strong word. I take it back. The one thing that doesn't make this great, in my opinion, and why it's only really, really good, because I already know the performance of this device. I know that it's good enough to do everything that I'd want to do in 4.3, at least well enough, is that the select and start are down here and not up top like on some other devices. Again, please ignore the stickers. I have not trimmed them down yet. I was going to do a whole sticker bombing thing. I might just remove them all at this point. It was a lot of fun doing it, and I think it looks cool, but I don't think I'm going to keep it like this. We'll see. I wish the select and start were up top. I can even get behind the down-firing speakers because, I mean, I get it. You got to put them somewhere. There's not a lot of space up front. I think they could have gotten away with cutting an extra slit on the front underneath these just to have like another outlet for them to go out of. They could have. This sounds probably fine. We'll check. It's powered on. Still has battery. That's a good sign. It's been in my house for a week and a half now. But yeah, if you like mouse clicks, you'll like these. Let's zoom back in a little bit again. Swoop. I've got too many handhelds that I know what to do with. RGB is nice, mildly understated. It's a little bit, ooh. Yeah, speakers are actually pretty good. They're very poppy right off the bat. Just the OS sound, it's very aggressive. It sounds good so far. Why are we reconfiguring it? We just configured it. Okay, so while that's doing that, let's see. Wasn't I doing something with this too? No, I wasn't. Okay, so let's, can I just pop up a web page? Oh no, stop. We're back to the RP5 and I'm doing crazy things again. All right, While that's doing stuff. Cool. X will take you to the details. Nice. Welcome to the details screen. Please select this button and press A. Directories. I don't have any directories, so we're cool. I don't have anything in here. We'll do that later. I'm not worried about that. That'll be easy enough to figure out. All right, let's figure out, I think Android mode is swipe down, or was it swipe up? I never remember. Home. Hold home? Double tap home. I don't remember. Hello. How you doing? Hello, hello. These are also clicky like a mouse click, but they're kind of, these are more like a Turtle Beach or a Razor kind of a click, but they feel more substantial than either of those. My experience with Turtle Beach and Razor is that they're good, but they're always a little, what's the word? A little cheapy feeling. Is that just a power button? How do we leave and go back to this? Hey, there we go. Cool. I figured it out. Oh, look, all the stuff is downloaded. And this is still doing its thing, so we're going to go back to this for a little bit. I wasn't going to sign in to Google, but I'm going to do it now so we can get on YouTube, just so I can hear how it sounds. So don't mind me. I mean, do mind me. I guess you're here to mind me, but I'll be just a moment, I swear. Trying to go by quick. I've got one more handheld to unbox, a controller to unbox and just do a quick look at. And then I'm going to try to remove the screen protector on the 406V because I got a hair stuck under it and I'm so mad at myself for it. But I got replacements like I showed earlier to fix that. You know what? I'm going to sign in with my Google account to these. Okay, let's get that going. Oh man, my Google account's even longer of a name. Can I not just like passkey into this thing? We'll see. We'll see. We're getting there. But yeah, I also got the Miyoo A30, which is my first, what's the word? My first review unit sent to me by a company. It doesn't seem to want to go into the Play Store right off the bat. We're doing two things at once here. I wonder if I can just get into YouTube on a browser page without it being mean to me. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. Use without an account for now. We'll sign in later. It's fine. No thanks. YouTube. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, actually. Use without an account. I'll sign in later. Like I said, I'm going to be doing dedicated videos sooner than later. Yeah, it sucks. It's the worst because it's like I had it all clean, but see, the problem is in my particular situation in here, camera there, right? Vent there. All of the lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, up there, PC, cause heat. Heat causes the hair to rise. Vent causes the hair to fall down. So I have, you can just barely probably make it out on camera. Maybe even not. Let's see if I can get it up real close. Oh, you can't even see it on camera. But maybe on this camera. Nope, it just vanishes because it's not a face. But right here, there's the teeniest filament of a hair. And it makes me so upset because I was really, really close. Yeah, Go Game Geek sent me this one, which we will get into in just a moment. They even sent me this funny little mouse pad. Yeah, it's my first review unit. It's a momentous occasion for me. They're very, very nice. We'll talk about that more when I get to it. For now, I want to do a quick sound test. I'm an amateur audiophile, I'll put it that way. I have a dedicated set of 2 different amps. I have audio grade headphones, like some $300-400 headphones. They're not nothing. I do think that I know a little bit about sound, so I hope you take my opinion a little bit seriously here. There we go. Jeez. Yes, I understand. No thanks. Let's just go to YouTube. No internet. Right, we didn't sign into the internet on this one. All right, let's go home real quick. Drop down. We'll go into internet. Wi-Fi is on. Done. Network. Here we go. See all. It's registering. They're all registering my 5 gigahertz network. I think this one will pick up my 6 gigahertz. I'll double check before I put this all away. But let's see. This. The vibration on this is also really nice. It's subtle, but it's what's the word? It's, you feel it. You know it's there. I probably also have it set pretty low. This one does not have my 6G, my fancy schmancy internet stuff going on. So let's get a YouTube video going on this one. Did I just back out of it before it opened? Yes, I know. Come on, YouTube. Cool. And then let's open this up. I'll check real quick. Sorry. Trying to do everything at once usually gets me to kind of do a little bit of trying my best and not really getting anything done. So my 6E is not showing up here. Yeah, my 6E is not currently showing up here. But apparently I got a new neighbor because there's a new Wi-Fi showing up on my devices. Okay, I just don't want to show those. Let's quickly do a search here. I don't know what to search for, so, you know, to avoid copyright type stuff, we're going to go to me. And we're not going to watch the stream that we're on right now again because that got really confusing. I've done it before. It's weird. Let's see. Here we go. The 406V quick stream. Let's do this.
All right. Hello. We're live.
Oh, there's not much. It's kind of tinny.
I really don't have a ton of time today. I've been busy. All right. Looks like we're live. I see myself over there. All right. So this is the Anbernic RG406.
It's really loud.
405V. This is the 40XXV.
So my 2 cents on this. Let's actually kill the music here for a sec.
Let's zoom in a tad. Okay. So this is the upgraded big brother of the 40. Sorry.
My 2 cents on this right off the bat is it's loud, it's crisp, it's clear. There's not a lot of bass to it, which I'm not really surprised about. But it does sound a little thin. It does sound a little bit thin. But I gotta say that OLED, it looks fantastic. It's always hard to film OLEDs. Because, like, yeah, you can barely see that there's a device on there. I can barely see it too, honestly, but here, I'll show you. Yeah, there are 3 on that screen there. It's hard to film OLEDs. I don't think that this would be an unpleasant listening experience. You know what? While we're at it, we'll listen to see if headphones make any kind of buzz or anything. Let me grab a set. Oh, come on. Let go. And I was just talking about audiophile headphones. I'm just going to grab kind of one of my more moderate ones. This is the, what is this? The Barodynamic DT770 Pro limited edition 80 ohm headphones. I figured trying to run the Hi-Fi Man HEXXs might be a little bit too much for this thing to drive. Okay. There's no crackle or feedback or anything on this, so I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, not bad at all. All right, that being said, we will move on to the sound of the other one, and I have a feeling I might like the sound of this a little bit better. We'll see. Which one is considered to be a... Whoa, what? A different button entirely just did the thing. So for the sake of keeping things fair, I am going to play the exact same video because then I will know that I'm comparing apples to apples. All right, turn the music off.
I really don't have a ton of time today. I've been busy. All right, looks like we're live. I see myself over there. All right, so this is the Anbernic RG406V. This is the 405V. This is the 40XXV.
This is interesting.
Right now, if I have time,
it's clear, like the other, not as clear.
Let's go. All right.
I feel like it has a little bit more bass to it, but it also has some sharper high ends.
Okay. So,
this is just an IPS.
This is upgraded big brother of the 405V.
Viewing angle is pretty good. Oh wow, that's really good.
Same chip
Huh. That's funny. It's so comfy. These are so comfy. We're so spoiled for handhelds right now. We really are. You got $200, you can get a handheld that you can use as a freaking computer. Okay. Let's see. This is hard to drive, this one. I think the amp in here is a little bit weaker than this one, than the RP5. I think the RP5 has better clarity and better resolution. I know we're not here for this. But it also has, it feels like it's more tinny, which is funny. Whereas the 406V, it feels like it's got a little bit more mid-range in it, but it also kind of, the only way that I can explain it to you to try to express what I'm hearing in person is it kind of sounds like talking into somebody's hands, kind of like this, more so than the RP5. Hope that wasn't super distorted, but yeah, it's not bad at all. We're gonna go into the settings real quick, and I'm gonna show you oop, that's the power button. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna turn the what's it called? I'm gonna turn, what's this button do? Aha. I'm going to turn the RGB off because I don't need it wasting battery. Fan's on auto. Oh, let's see how loud the fan gets. I didn't even think to do fan comparisons. Let's do it. Why not? We're here. Okay, so we got off, auto, cool, strong, and custom. I like that there's a custom option. That's a nice touch. So, yeah. See what strong sounds like. Oh, that's the most pleasant, strong sounding fan that I've ever heard in a handheld device. It's akin to a Steam Deck OLED that's just ramping up. If you have a Steam Deck OLED, this is kind of what this sounds like. It's like a Steam Deck OLED that's just ramping up. I don't know if you can hear that at all. Yeah, no, that's really pleasant. It's not too loud. There's no shriek to it. That's really nice. And that's at the highest setting. I wonder, sorry, that's at the highest preset. How can we customize this? It says custom for this one, but what does custom mean? What is that? How do we change it? There might be another place to change the curve. I'm just gonna leave it at auto, and I'm never gonna touch it again. That's fantastic. Like I said, I'm gonna get into a video. I might even do a video where I do these two at the same time. I forgot to change the sticks. That's literally what I went in there for. Okay, we're gonna go RGB, ambient lights. We'll go in. I actually kind of like the marquee, but we're gonna go through quickly what the options are, and then I'm gonna turn them off. We got light. That's definitely a light. We got breath. You do you. Doesn't look very breathy to me. Oh, it is. It's not bad. Is it full on RGBing or is it just blue and purpling? I think it's just blue and purpling. I think it's a good thing that they chose those colors. I like that. Rainbow. It's not bad. They look good. I'm not a big fan of RGB on the sticks again because it's like you only have a limited battery in this. I don't know the specs off the top of my head for the battery on this. It is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Retroid is not as kind. It's probably on the instructions. I'll deal with that later. Okay, we got, let's see, marquee is what we had. Chasing. So this will go around wherever you're aiming, it will go to. So you can see the RGB zones on there a little bit more clearly. Ooh, come on. It's a neat touch, right? Why not, right? And then gaming. I don't know what that means, but I don't know if it's interacting or not. I don't know. I'm going to probably set it to marquee and then turn it off. All right. That is the 406V. Really happy with that fan noise. I'm going to see how this one goes, because I have a feeling that it might go. Is that on? It's on quiet. And we got smart, which is probably going to go up as things go up. But yeah, that's dead silent. If you get really, really close, there's like a PWM buzz to it. Ooh, okay. So you probably can't hear this. Okay, so what this sounds like to me, and I'm going to get kind of specific again. This sounds like somebody's vacuuming in the other room. And you're laying on a pillow. It's like you'll hear a little bit of it. There's some bit of a little bit of a high-pitched sound that comes out of it. But that is definitely a sound I do not like. I'm autistic. My hearing is a little bit kind of up there because of that. This would bother me for longer than a couple of minutes. I'm going to set it on smart and then set it all up, use it, and I will get back to you in the dedicated video on this on whether or not smart caused issues for me or not. I will not leave it on sport. There will be no instance ever where I will leave it on sport. But if I know anything about this device, which is not too much, I don't think it's going to need it. I really don't think it's going to need it, because the RP Mini was crushing 3X, 4X, 5X, PS2, and GameCube in the basic performance mode with the fans set to normal. I'm not worried. This is bigger. This has a bigger heat sink. This has more places to spread the heat out. Same chip inside of both. If this can do it and be quiet and cool, this will do it better. I will confirm that in the video, but yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. Okay. This is 210, 220-ish, depending on whether you get it on sale or not. I definitely recommend the RP5 so far. Again, though, keep in mind, I haven't actually used it for gaming yet. But I will say this. I have that exact same chip in my phone. Oh, there's me and my wife. Hi. I have the exact same chip in my phone. This chip is a beast. It's the 865 that's in the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It can do everything. Like, you're fine. It can do very, very light Switch emulation. It won't play Breath of the Wild, I'll tell you that much for sure. You can get it going. It'll do it on the Wii U core, kinda, on that. But then again, these are that chip tuned for gaming. These have been more powerful than my phone has been. I'm really excited to mess with this. That's why I'm doing the stream right now and not just getting back to you guys and whatnot. I wanted to share this with you. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited about both of these. These are probably, of the year, I don't even know if I should. These are my honorable mentions for the year, right? We've had a lot of good handhelds this year, but yeah, we got the 406s. They're fantastic. The 406H has a smoother plastic than the V. They both feel great. This one's got a chunky butt on it, but you can check out my other video on that. I will link it below. I haven't yet. Love the feel of this in the hand. I, like an idiot, tried to do a raid on Destiny while streaming through this. I I think I deleted it off of the channel. It might still be there. I'm going to try it again. We'll see. This, not on this one, sorry, on the 405V. This one has sticks that don't cardinal snap, and they actually have more travel to them, so I think I might actually be able to pull it off with this. I made it pretty far with the other one, but that's probably because I've got 10 years of Destiny experience. But yeah, like in that 175 to 215-ish range, like these are definitely like the choices. I'm happy with these. Okay, now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to, I'm gonna leave this over there in the corner. You can still see it just chilling, being pretty in the corner. We're gonna check out what Go Game Geek sent me. This is not sponsored, but I will post an affiliate link in the description after. For actually whatever I can. I disabled the guy. I need money somehow, right? This was a nice little touch. You won't get this, but this is a nice little touch. I'm going to open this up just so I don't have the noise from it around anymore. But I'm going to do a deeper dive on this one as well. I told them I'd make a video, and I will make a video. I've been excited about the Miyoo A30 for a bit as well. I was talking with Stubbs. That's interesting. That's funny. Nice. But yeah, Go Game Geek, they're great. What they do with their devices is a little bit above and beyond what a lot of the other companies will do. I think Lit NXT does the same kind of a thing, but they will get you, they'll make sure to, if the device has a case, they include the case. It's a little bit more expensive, but I'm going to explain again why it's expensive, right? They include the case. They include the cable. They include, what is this in here? Is that a headphone adapter? I wasn't expecting that. I don't know for sure if this is included in everything or not, but that's a nice touch. They include an upgraded brand name SD card. I believe they also cater the ROM sets. They do also include screen protector and all these things with everything that has a screen protector. You know, they do go out of their way to take care of you. It also shipped here really quick. I think it was here in like 3 days. I'm in Southern California, like LA area. That's fancy schmancy. Now this little guy is in a totally different class. in the other direction. But yeah, nice little case, A to C. So this is made by the same people who did the Miyoo Mini, because it's Miyoo, if you don't know who that is. This is a much weaker device. I think it will do PlayStation. We'll find out. I believe it has ROM sets on there. I need to throw the TF card in there. I almost just went for it without putting the freaking thing in. All right, we're going to go full on experience here, start to finish. Like I said, I'm going to do a review on this as well. Let me see. Can I see where the pins are? I think they're down facing. We'll see. It's interesting that this is right underneath the screen. Oop, get in there. Get in there. You can do it. There it is. Heard the little click. All right. I was worried that this would have the same kind of PWM buzz that the Miyoo Mini does. You know what? I got to say, this is actually really comfortable. This is a 2600 milliamp hour battery. The buttons feel a little looser on the triggers, but that doesn't feel bad. They're nice and rounded. The buttons have a really nice feel and travel to them. D-pad feels good. The stick is recessed, but it doesn't feel super... It doesn't feel as recessed as it is. I'm actually kind of really impressed with this so far. This is a budget or a beginner device. This is something that you would order. Let's say you order from GoGameGeek.com like right now, right? This should be there before Christmas without any problems or anything like that. The Retroid stuff might take a little bit longer. I don't think it would necessarily. The Anbernic stuff maybe might make it in time. This will most likely make it in time. This is a great like beginner device. I think it's about 50 bucks. I could be wrong. It might be a little bit cheaper. I will check and put it in the description, but yeah, I'm quite happy with this already, the feel of it all. So the home button is on top. Power button's on the side. I've had this with me for about 2 weeks. Go Game Geek, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take so long to get into this. I've been taking time to get out of my own head. It might be dead. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, it just takes a little bit to power on. We're going to remove that screen. Nice, nice. It's a nice little screen. This is not the nicest screen. It's kind of more reminiscent of... How do you say? Like a DS screen, almost? Updating icons. Okay, so while it does that... I'll be right back. I mean like right back. I'll be back in like 15 seconds. Okay. Trying to keep everything in frame. It's kind of hard when everything's so small. That's still doing some updating. So, I never even took the screen protector off of my Miyoo Mini. That's really funny. I think this is the device that made me start to feel a little overwhelmed when I realized I was like 35 devices deep and I put out like maybe 4 reviews. So just for a little bit of history while this is loading up, I got the 405V and sorry about that, and the 35XX, the OG one, at the beginning of the year. Maybe it was late last year. I got them both and started working on videos for them. Did a little bit at a time. I'm glad this isn't at 100% right off the bat. But I got them both and started working on them. Got a couple of things out. And then this one came out and this one came out. I changed the buttons. And then this one came out. And then the revision came out with the better, quieter buttons. And then the Cube came out. And then along the whole thing, the Retroid was doing their thing. The Miyoo Mini. Sorry, Miyoo Mini Plus, Miyoo Mini. All these things kept coming out. And I would be in the middle of one, and my AuDHD would get me moving on to the next thing. And I never finished the thing I was starting on. I just kept on moving to the next thing. And I hate that about myself. This is a really nice little ROM set. I wonder what Pokemon hacks they have. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Do they have... They've got Emerald Rogue. Cool. Flora Sky. Glazed Completed. Light... Nice. They even have, like, incremental versions. But yeah, I just kept on moving. Unbound. Nice. They don't have two of my favorites in here, which is Delta Emerald and... Oh my god, Mega Blue. But I'll put them on here. See if they run. They take a little bit more work to run usually, but that's cool. It's cool that they're here. Yeah, I haven't like finished so many things. My AuDHD just has me moving from one thing to the next over and over and over again. I am really liking this thing for just like a little toss in the pocket, go and do your own thing kind of a thing. You don't have to worry about it, think about it. The buttons feel really good. The ROM set from Go Game Geek is really nice. No way, they got 4? They got 4 Fire Emblem games. That's cool. I'm going to the one I always go to test it out because I know I'm very familiar with the game. I have a good understanding of what it is. Let's take a look. Take a look. Do they have any shaders put onto it right off the bat? Let's see. So I can tell you right now, It does have a PWM buzz, so basically the screen and the speaker, for whatever reason, are tied. And when the screen is at a certain brightness, the speaker will make a buzz. It's not exactly, I'm trying to simplify it to try to make it make more sense, but it's called PWM, or pulse width modulation buzz. And it's really, really, really subtle. It's the best on the A30. It's the worst on the Plus. I don't know what they did with the Plus, but this is the worst PWM buzz. It almost makes this unusable for me. How you fix it is you run the device at the 9 or 10 brightness setting and turn your luminance down to kind of compensate for it, and it gets rid of the buzz. You don't have to turn the luminance down, but it gets really bright. That's what fixed it for me for this. The Miyoo Mini is not as bad. This one is better than the Miyoo Mini when it comes to the PWM buzz. I kind of really like this little guy. I had a Game Boy Micro at a point, and you guys are going to hate me for this. I gave it away. I had it for years, and then I gave it away. I'm going to move my hands. How's that? Still getting cut off a little bit and distorted a little bit, but that's fine. Whatever. You get the gist. There's no filters on this inherently. Let's see, pressing the home button. We want RetroArch. This is the only one that has games on it, so it's the only one I'm checking games out on. For now. Core options, latency on there, screen shaders. Video shaders on. So let's see if just turning them on, if that does anything. No. Still no shaders on that. Let's go back in there one more time. Sorry. Shaders. Didn't turn any on automatically. Let's go to shader path. Nope, we want. I don't know if there are. I don't think there are shaders installed on here currently. If there are, and I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, Go Game Geek. I don't see them here right off the top of my head. It has been a little bit since I've gone in and messed with shaders on a device like this. But so you'll notice that on these lower end devices, the screens are usually pretty good these days. This one has a little bit of like a polarizing filter or something, it looks like. It's not that bad in person, but on screen it's like, you can see it fading away a little bit there. Doesn't do that in person. But the viewing angles are still not amazing. There's definitely a little bit of a dull spot on like a 45-degree angle. But why would you be looking at it at that angle? It looks really good straight on. It reminds me a lot of the quality of screen, maybe a little bit better actually than the screen that's on like an SP. It's actually very similar. Yeah, I don't see any shaders in here. I think I've got to load my own in. There might be a way to just do that simply. Oh, you know what? I think there is. I'll do that later. We'll get to that later. I just want to, since that's not a thing that we can do right now, I'm going to go in and we're going to check a game that has thumbstick control. PSX, there we go. What do I normally play on this? I don't remember. No way, they got Star Ocean Second Story on here? I think that's amazing. Let's try out Spyro. I'm going to do Star Ocean later, but that's cool. I have that one too, but I've never seen it on a device like this before. I don't think I have, at least. That's cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. Again, I will have the price listed below. I don't see any stutters or hear any hitching. It is a mono speaker, but it sounds pretty good. A little sharp, but not horribly. Oh yeah, this is PlayStation X. New game. It sounds better than I expected. I will admit, I did have a friend come over who had one of these, and I got to feel it out a little bit a couple of months ago. But this is nice. I'm gonna move these around. Huh. I'm glad I can skip that. This is really nice. It's been... Oh. Spyro is one of the first games I ever played at somebody else's house as a kid. It's been a long time. It has been a really long time. This is playing really well. I'm having trouble telling if there's snapping or not. I don't think there is. There is R3 support, but I will admit it feels a little bit thin. The device itself, but like not... Huh. That's not bad. All right, the Miyoo A30, for a budget starter device, so far this is leaving a really good impression. My big gripe with this... Big gripe's not even the right word. The screen's not amazing. But, I mean, it's good enough. It's really good. It's better than what we had as kids, I'll tell you that much. I'm a 90 baby, and I wish I had a device like this when I was a kid. My God. Playing PlayStation games in the palm of your hand on a $50 device, plus or minus. I don't remember the exact price. It's a little bit more expensive through Go Game Geek, but like I said, they do pick really good ROMs, and they do make sure that you get an actual name brand micro SD card. You get all of the, you get the case, you get the screen protector, whatever other accessories that come with it that are supposed to come with it, you get all included for that little bit of extra price. I do think they did a good job with this. It's a nice little package. Again, I'll post the prices down below. That's not bad. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I'm going to mess with this more later on. Cool little device. All right, cool. We got 2 more tasks at hand. We'll get to those. We'll get to those. And then if you have any questions about the 406V, the RP5, the Miyoo, any of these things, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll answer them as I'm doing stuff. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm streaming it. I'm here to interact. I'm here to answer questions. The screen is really dim on the A30, especially when compared to a good IPS like what's on the 406V or an OLED, or I guess it's an AMOLED, but like it's on the RP5, Retroid Pocket 5. I would not play this outside, but in a waiting room or something, I would not be able to play this outside. But then again, you got to keep in mind, we played old DMGs and Game Boy Pockets and Game Boy Colors that didn't even have backlights. Even the Game Boy Advance, the first gen, didn't have a backlight, and we played those outside. It would be a struggle, but you can. It's not the best experience, but this is still better than that was. This is still better than that was. This is a really nice screen for how cheap this little thing is. It's not the best. I will tell you that right now. Like, even the Miyoo Mini and the Miyoo Mini Plus have better screens than this. But this is also, like, it's so slim, sleek. It has that analog stick on it. I'm pretty sure it has a slightly larger battery too. 2600 versus... I think this is just 2000. Yeah, it's got a slightly larger battery than the Miyoo Mini as well, while maintaining a very similar size screen. Oops, sorry. Yeah, trade-offs, you know? You get what you get. Yes, 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 yes. You know what's up, Miss J. You know what's up. Yeah, I remember trying to play Pokemon, driving in the car at home at night, and I'm just like sitting like trying to catch a street lights. Sorry for being so loud. Trying to catch a street lights just so I can see what I'm doing. This old old screen. All right, I'm getting a little toasty. The studio lights are getting a little warm. Miss J does not beat me. I'm getting cupping done. If she did, can you imagine? Just full on circle, just hooving me. All right, we've got 2 more tasks at hand. And then this is actually Miss J's. I'm going to zoom out for this one. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. We're going to zoom out to... Let's see what my 2 preset is. Cool. Look at this pile of stuff I have on my desk. What's even worse is that... Oh, it's a little too much stuff. I don't clean my desk often enough. There are more outside of the frame. We'll zoom back in a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll keep the ones that we're dealing with today in center frame here. And then I'll get back to the next thing. So for this, I've already tested the GameSir Tarantula Pro controller. I really like it. I didn't realize that the, what's it called? The memory on the thing was as good as it is. Like, I tried doing, what's it called? Macros for the back buttons, and did a great job. This is the version with the stand. We ended up returning the basic one to get the one with the stand, and I have not checked it out. And she's been asking me to check this out for like, oh, it's been like 3 weeks. I'm sorry, hun. But yeah, really, really like the controller. And I'm not a fan of the PlayStation controller with the symmetrical low sticks. I prefer them to be high up if they're going to be symmetrical, like a Wii U controller or a Wii U gamepad or a Steam Deck. You know me and my Steam Deck stuff. But this one has a stand with it for about $10 more, and I will post links to it in the description as well. It's an incredibly comfortable controller, I gotta say. It's got a little gear in there that will turn the buttons physically on the inside. Yeah, I am lucky you love me. So it'll be, right now it's set to YX, ABYX. But when you press a certain button combination, it will rotate, and I can't remember what that is. But what I wanted to check out was the stand here. My wife had a concern that it may leave the light on. It's a really nice controller, and the fact that it will change the ABXY from Xbox to Switch layout, it's a really, really nice touch. It's a really satisfying experience. It has back pedals on here too, which I quite enjoy. It even has trigger stops, which that's funny that the one is set. But you can even set it to, what is it, analog or digital. Oh, even change it to a click. I forgot about that. When you switch it over to digital, it goes from having like a membrane feel to having an actual like, you can probably barely hear it, but an actual like mouse click kind of a click. Super comfy in the hand, has nice long handles. Most of these controllers don't. It's still not quite as long as I would like them to be, but I did really like this. The D-pad is clicky. This really reminds me of like a Razer Turtle Beach kind of clicky. Again, not in a bad way. It's just, it's different. It's different. The C1, C2, C3, and C4 buttons are all macro buttons. They're quite interesting. You can do quite a bit with them. You can also macro to these back buttons, and they're really easy to set up. One of the coolest features on this, if you're not a fan of back buttons, but you want all these other features, watch this, watch this. So you see how it's raised up? If you press this over, it's now locked flush. Ooh, hold on. There we go. Locked flush. So you probably can't see it too well because it's very contoured, but it compresses the thing and you won't accidentally press it. In fact, you can barely even feel that it has back buttons. So if you just don't want to use back buttons or you don't like back buttons, you can fully disable them. This is the mapping button. It's quite nice. This is even a button here, but I don't remember what this does. I don't think I messed with it, but you could press it from the top, either side, or from the front. It's really an innovative controller. The sticks feel really good. I don't like a stick that feels, what's the word? Yes. I don't like a stick that feels like you're gonna fall off of it. And this has a nice ridge around the edge of it. And it's got a nice grippy texture on the ridge. So like you can fully articulate it from the side. You're not slipping off of that. It's not like a Switch stick where you're gonna move off of it. The triggers feel nice and good. The bumpers are, I think they're membrane. They feel membrane. They don't click. But yeah, I really, really like this thing overall. So what I'm gonna test today is I'm gonna plug it in quickly. You know what? We're gonna not even unplug this, undo this wire. We're going to, what's the word? We're gonna do a combination of things here. I'm gonna plug it into a cable that I already have. And then we will see if the light stays on while it charges. Charging dock, got the 4 little pins down there, 4 pins on the thing. Let's just slide right in. It does. There's a little light. I'm sure you saw that. It's green at the moment. It's coming from the underglow as well, which... weird use of the RP5. You see it though, yeah? Okay. God, I really like the way this feels. These are the 2 most comfortable devices I felt, not just this year, but I think ever. I think they rival the Steam Deck and its ergonomics, to be completely honest. I really, really do genuinely think that. I'm not sure if that light is going to go off. We'll let it sit in the corner and brood for a moment while we do other things. And I will keep it in frame so you can see it too and remind me. But yeah. I don't remember the button combo to do this, but Clef from Game Tech Talk did a video on this controller and showed how to do it. I actually did a long stream on it not too long ago. And it works like a charm. I can't remember the combo. You know what? For the sake of curiosity, I'm just going to look it up real quick. I don't want to waste too much time, but I've already looked at this controller. I like it. I like it a lot. I believe it was... Miss J, correct me if I'm wrong. The base controller was $70 and the upgraded one with the stand was $80, correct? This is a treasure map. Yeah, I think it was that. It's GameSir, a big up and coming kind of controller brand. This is ridiculous. I understand they want to cover all their bases and they ship this internationally, but like, we don't need this much instruction manual. Okay, let's see. Please read this carefully. Section trigger, gyroscope, blah, 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 blah. Controller reset. Da, 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 da. Button combination, macro buttons, iOS, Android connection, Switch connection. It does connect to the Switch. There is a dongle. Bluetooth Switch. It does connect via Bluetooth to the Switch, it looks like. And it does also connect to Windows via the dongle. I would imagine it probably also connects to the Switch via the dongle. We'll see. Here we go. Channel indicator status. Is that what we're looking for? Sorry, this is just... it's a lot of information all at once. Trying not to waste your time here. It was something really simple. I think I had it in that little fold down below. Advanced tutorial. No, we don't need... Oh, okay, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Enable, disable the hair trigger mode. Decrease, increase the vibration. You can change the increase or decrease the vibration on the fly. Enable, disable zero dead zone mode. Oh wait, it is Hall effect sticks on this as well, and I believe it's also Hall effect triggers. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, to interchange it, you press the M button, and the... So then I think it's just... I lost the M button. There it is. Did I read it wrong? Am I an idiot? Oh. I did. Okay. I did something else. We're gonna have to reset it. Okay, so hold it down for 2 seconds. And then press the button. I swear, I'm not good at this. I did it before. Why am I not doing it right now? Long press. Oh. Am I pressing the wrong button? Is it this one? I can't remember. Oh, press and hold the M button. Yeah, she read this and did this more than me. I heard the gears start to do something. Try again, one more time, one more time. Oh, both at the same time? Let's try these two. It's doing something. I've got the memory of a goldfish that hasn't slept in 10 years. Just because I've done something before doesn't mean I can do it again. So, okay, am I crazy though? Right? Hear me out, right? Long press for 2 seconds. Interchange the button value and layout of ABXY. I'm not crazy, right? That's what that says. Focus. And then, right, so we got this is the I don't know what button, but let's double check the instructions here. That's the home button. Menu buttons on top. It has NFC support. It will work with amiibos. Miss J, you can come in if you want to come in. Yeah, the M button's on the back. So I'm going to try this one more time. Watch me get it right this time. So we're powered on. I'm going to hold this and this down at the same time for 2 seconds. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's angry. It's kicking at me. It's fighting. It's doing stuff. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Yeah. No. It's on the other side of that whole thing. And that is the M button on the back. And I realize we're not doing the charging thing now. No, you're good. People are leaving. No, people are leaving. We're down to 4. Sorry, guys. I'm going to start working on the screen protector while she figures that out. I pressed the right buttons, I swear. I was talking with, I think it was Toddtronics, who suggested using a guitar pick to pull out a screen protector that you got a hair stuck under. So I am going to try that. I have a ton of guitar picks, but all of mine are really thick. So let's see. Yeah. What's funny is that we're usually pretty good at solving problems, but I had trouble with this the first time too. On the stream, I was struggling. Okay, but hear me out though. I struggled for almost an hour with not understanding why, when I pressed the back buttons, why it was doing something funky. And it was because I had macroed multiple controls, thinking I had just macroed a button, because I did a bunch of things in between pressing the button and confirming the button. Silly. All right, so we're gonna work on the screen protector. Where are my other guitar picks? I'm not good at not losing things. Let's see. There they are. I got a whole ton of guitar picks in here. Here. I will show you my choices. And then why my normal picks don't work. These are, oh, I've got a crazy one, but it's in the other room. These are like 2 mil generally. These ones, there's some thinner ones. Oh, here's one of the thicker ones. Look at this. This is 6 millimeters. I love guitar picks. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, I know a lot of what's wrong with me. I don't know what's up with the guitar picks. All right, here, let's see. It's a nice old thin. It says thin on it from Sam Ash. Are they still in business? I haven't been to one in 10 years. 5 years? 10 years? Jeez, it's been forever. All right. I just got to get under there, but I figured this is useful information, right? So I'll do it so you don't have to worry. I have disposable handheld, so if I mess up, I'm not at a loss, and neither are you. And if I do it right, you know how to do it. If I do it wrong, you know what not to do. This is a really thin pick. What sucks is that the screen protector is in there so like flush. Oh, I got it. Hey. Thank you, Toddtronics. I also touched the underside of the screen protector, so this one's actually kind of trash, but I bet you'd never be able to see that. Oh yeah, you see it right there. Oh wait, I moved it. Hold on. Right there is the culprit. Annoying little bugger. Just snuck in at the last second. Sure thing. I hate that I'm throwing this away too, though. This is a really nice, like, quality screen protector that they included. Actually, this is the screen protector that I asked Anbernic to send me as an extra. Yeah, it's like right in the middle. It's so annoying. They sent this as an extra when I messed up, because we're doing 2 of these today. When I messed up the screen protector on this. I've gotten most of my screen protectors perfect, but there are 3 that I messed up. There are 4 that I messed up. I messed up my analog pocket at first. Oh, actually, I need to show you this. It's perfect now. I've never done a better job, but I'll show you real quick. I got it so perfect that I put it in the... Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. I apologize. I put it in this, and I haven't touched it since. You know what? I'm going to turn this upside down so I don't get dust in it. Because I'm that guy. All right, but look how clean I got this one. Well, that's really in there good, isn't it? Oh. What do you mean? Is it docked to the thing? That's funny. It might dock. Is it disconnected now? I don't think it has dock functionality to it, but Yeah, covering all the bases. Yeah. When I was messing around with this one, I didn't notice it unless I was looking for it. Wow, that's really a nice one there. But yeah, check this out, right? So I got a hair. This was a $40 screen protector, and I was so mad about it. I went on a rant about it. I'm not even sure if I ended up sharing it with you guys or not. I might not have. I think I shared an abridged version of the rant. But I was so mad that I had to pay $40 for another one for the shipping. So it was like a $15 screen protector plus like $25 shipping, or one way or the other. It was insane. It was so expensive. And then it showed up, and then this was all crooked, and I had to send this back in, and it still is a little crooked, but like they fixed it. But I've got a lot of gripes with Analog Pocket. They're getting better. They're getting better.
I know what the problem is.
Oh?
It's their instructions.
I think I remember that.
It's the top, not the bottom.
Oh, the Y?
No, well now X.
Okay. So their instructions are wrong. Okay, so it's this and then the top button, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do this real quick.
Might be.
Why?
The game server.
Oh, they said it's the M button.
Yes, and we already know that the one instruction.
Oh, so you mean when you said top, you mean this and this?
No, that one and the now top one. Yes.
Really? Because it says to press this and A.
No, it says to do.
Oh wow. Okay, so the instructions are wrong. Okay, so. Yeah, she got it to work. It did change. There we go.
You gotta press and hold.
Well, I pressed the A button position, the bottom position to get it to do it.
If you do the other one now?
Oh, I see. So you want it to switch over to this one.
No, it has to be the bottom.
Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it works, but that's so funny. So down is to switch it to Xbox mode. Oh, what's up, Miguel? How you doing? How you doing? And then pressing up here. It's a long hold, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's a trip. I like this. Okay, we're going to plug this back in, let it charge a little bit longer. Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming in and clearing it up. That's not me. It's not user error. The instructions are wrong. Funny that. It might be, but they're both saying to press the button on the back to do it, and it's not the button on the back, it's the button on the front. So that's confusing. It says to press the M button, and the M button is this one. But it was this and this, or this and this, which is like just probably translation error. Yeah, I don't know. It works. It's just the instructions are wrong. That happens every now and then. Okay, so I got one screen protector off. We're going to get this other screen protector off as well, because this one has a slight defect in it as well. So if you look in here, I doubt you'll be able to see it. Nah, you'll never be able to see it. It's not that badly translated. But it is a Chinese product as far as I understand it. Most of them are pretty good these days. Some of them are just, the translation, it gets lost. You figure it out though. There was a big one that I had a friend of mine, Coven Nova, love the guy. He was upset about one of the devices having, oh yeah, it was the Pow Kitty. I love the thing and I don't know where I even put it. Be right back. Here it is. I was the one who actually told him what it was, I think. But this one, to change the volume and to change the brightness, is macros, and the instructions are wrong. So it says to press, I think it says to press select and plus or minus or something. But it wasn't that. It was like, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Anything that has like hidden button combos, I forget so quickly. But this really upset Kova Nova. I don't mind it so much. What upsets me about this little guy is that they gave you this big old battery pack. Ugh. And this teeny little battery in there. Like, why? They could have put a way bigger battery than this in there. Still 1,000 milliamp hours bigger than the Miyoo Mini. I really like this. This is a 3x2, I think it's 2x GBA resolution for like $60. Really like this thing. The buttons feel good. It has its quirks. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. Let's pull off one more screen protector. All right. Analog Pocket. I'm really proud of that one. It is a perfect application. Most of them are pretty good. Sometimes I just miss a little. This one has a teeny little hair, like right underneath right here. And it has bugged me since I got it. And I had just given up on trying to remove this until I got the suggestion of trying to use a guitar pick to pull these out. And there it goes. 2 for 2. The hair is officially gone. Now watch me do it worse the second time. We're going to get some practice on this one. What is with that light? What is shining? Oh, it's just a reflection of my light on my mounting for the camera. Cool. Good to know. It's new. I move stuff around, like I said. Okay, I'm going to clean this up a little, and I've got a whole ton of screen protectors. I got a 3-pack from AliExpress for $1. And then get this, right? This is, I believe, a 4-pack. This was $6, which crazy to me that these 3 were $1 and these were $6. It is what it is. All in all, 7 screen protectors for $7. I'll take it. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the wet. If I fail at this, I bought extras because I knew I might probably mess it up. If I mess up at this, I'll do it again off screen when I don't have the AC going and the lights causing things to rise and sink and stuff. We're just having fun here. We're figuring it out. I was talking about potentially doing a giveaway for some of these devices that I just don't need anymore. And all of my handheld buddies were kind of like, oh, but the logistics of doing a giveaway, the legality and the tax information. So I think I might limit, if I am doing giveaways, to local people. If I'm doing them, I might just sell them just outright, but I'll sell them if I do sell them at a really like good discount. Because there's a lot of these that I just don't need. Because like I was saying earlier, I've got like 35 of these. I don't need that many. Nobody needs that many. It's funny. So Stubbs and I were talking about reducing the collection not long ago. And then Stubbs ended up, or Retro Handhelds, if you don't know, ended up, what's the word? Doing a video on it recently. He beat me to it by a lot. Wait, I gotta stop talking. I'm getting little spittle bits. They just sneak in out of nowhere. We're gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna hold it like this. I don't know how this keeps happening. There's like little tiny specks of something that keep on setting on the screen. Must be statically charged and then sticking to it. I'm so focused. It's turning me on. Is this turning you on? I'm kidding. The tape situation ends up leaving a different kind of a residue sometimes for me, and I try to avoid that if possible. I do think that's not a bad idea. I think we're good. Now the question is, do I have the skill to remove this and place this, well, you can't see anything, with one hand? I think I can do it. All right. Oh, you know what? I also have teeth. I've got 7 of these to try out, so let's see what we can. Okay, ready? Still clean. Yeah, I didn't magically change it. It's really funny. I'm having trouble telling if it's actually happening or if it's just the little floaty that's sitting in the corner of my eye. You're not going to believe this, but I missed. Like, you can't miss because it's inset, and I missed. It still might be salvageable, though. Give me just a sec. Where'd that pick go? I've got, what's the word? Disposable screen protectors. I seriously lost the pick? I didn't go anywhere. I didn't throw it back in the bowl. Did I already look under there? I probably did. I'm really good at losing stuff without going anywhere. Oh, here it is. It's way over here for some reason. All right. And yes, good. Miguel, that's what we're here for. Miggy and I go way, way back. We've known each other since... Was it college? Or was it earlier than that? I think it was just out of college. Or just into college, I mean to say. Alright, I think I'm gonna bork this one, y'all. It's also not a great fit. I might ask Anbernic for a different one, another replacement, I mean to say, because these aren't quite as good of a fit. Then again, I got the other set of 4 that are a little bit different. But if you notice these off-brand AliExpress ones, don't worry about the bubbles, they'll come out. I'm not worried about the bubbles. But if you look at the edges there, there's a light. I can always get the light in my face when I'm not trying to, but now that I'm trying to get a light on there, I can't find them. Yes, yes, yes. I remember. Okay, so there, now we can see it. There we can see it. So you see how it's not quite lined up with the inset ridge there? I mean, I was also trying to do this really dumb. I'm just kind of messing around at this point. But yeah, I actually did learn and then forget the Gerudo Valley theme. I was playing it during a camping trip not too long ago. Okay, so this screen protector is not a good fit. Let's rip this one out and try that other 4-incher. And actually, before we just toss this one, I'm going to throw it, since there's no hair under it, I'm going to throw it in this and see how it fits on the 406H. Watch me probably have knocked hair up onto it. There's none on the top. Or none underneath, I mean. All right, let's see what we got. Pull it back out again. No, it's the same problem. Same problem. It's just, it's a little bit smaller and rounded. It's really hard to see, but the little shine on there, you can see it. It's not bad, not great. So the AliExpress ones are a bit of a nope. Luckily, they were $1. I gotta move my trash can closer. Okay. Next to try. Let's try the more expensive ones. I'm going to go grab a knife. It's got a pull tab. That's on there so good. What? I need the knife. Alright, I'm going to be ending the stream soon. I've been out here for 2 hours. This was my last task, though, so hey, I mean, 2 hours is pretty much my average time. I think I'm going to start trying to cut down some of these streams into, like, bite-sized chunks. Unfortunately, most of the streams are talking with people, but I might try to, like, you know, get to the point. Wow, that's really nice, actually. Okay, cool. I was kind of skeptical to see if there was actually 4 screen protectors in here, but what do you know? Lo and behold, there is. There are. Lo and behold. Indubitably. That's a... doesn't reseal. That would have been a nice little touch to have this. It was under $10. I'm fine. All right, so before we even start to clean this again, let's see what the shape is of these, because if these are any good, I'll post the link below. This is better. This is better. Okay, so a quick test fit. This is a perfect fit. Okay, cool. Lovely. I'll post a link to this one below. These are a solid fit. These... maybe something I'll have. We'll use them in the future. Cool. I've got 3 screen protectors and 3 devices. Oh, it is. It is. It's an affiliate link. Don't worry. I officially started doing affiliate marketing via AliExpress, Amazon. I'm going to reach out to Newegg actually also. And then also Go Game Geek, who sent me this little guy, which I did not expect to like as much as I do, honestly. They did a good job catering it. I'm happy with that one. I'm going to actually probably take it around with me as like a, what's the word? As like a camping device. Because I would only bring it out at bedtime anyway, and it's super, super small. I don't even know why I bothered opening these. But yeah, I quite enjoy this little thing. Even with the case, it's super, super teeny. But yeah, I got into the affiliate marketing thing, and it's like, luckily, none of it costs you guys any extra money. And it helps me be able to afford to keep doing this stuff. Not a whole ton, but it makes a difference. Every little bit makes a difference. Plus, the more you guys, if you guys want to support me going and buying through the Go Game Geek thing, they'll be more likely to send me more devices and have me not spend as much money on these personally, which would be really nice because I'm just going to say, I want the brick. I'm actually talking with Go Game Geek about getting the brick. When I had asked them before, they didn't have any in stock. I'm also trying to get other colors of this guy. But yeah, let's do the math real quick, right? If I have 35 or so devices, let's just say 20 of them are recent handhelds, and that all of those handhelds are, let's just be generous and say, for simple math, $75. What's 20 times $75 for an unemployed disabled guy like me? Yeah, I want the brick real bad. I can't spend any more money on handhelds, especially when I have at least 20 that still need videos. A lot of these are bangers, I gotta say. I will get around to doing more in the future, I swear. Oh yeah, it's a lot of money. That's not even counting the 2 Steam Decks that I own. Or, you know, Analog Pocket Glow. Don't get me started. Yeah. I love handhelds. What can I say? But yeah, it's going to be nice to not have to pay for them myself, or at least some of them. You want to help, huh? Miguel, we will talk on Discord. I want to do a hangout soon anyway. Are you still in town? I was just hitting up on the Discord about doing a local hangout thing right before the stream. It'd be cool to hang out and, you know, talk shop and stuff. I know you make videos too. Feel free to shout out. Yeah, we do collab for sure. You'd be my first? No, you'd be my second collab. Well, third. I collab with Aiden Walls. Sorry, I'm not doing this forever. I just keep on seeing little specks. I collabed with Aiden Walls for his podcast, and then I collabed with Stubbs, Retro Game Core, Retro Tech Dad, Ban, and I think that was everyone in that one. But we were in on the RH podcast, and that was a fun episode. And then technically, my friend Azurai was in a video of mine, at least one, maybe two. Cool. Yeah, the Aiden one, it was a lot of fun. I feel like I just rambled. For some behind-the-scenes content on that whole thing, or context on that whole thing, Aiden and I ended up talking for another 2 hours after that conversation. He was ready for bed when we were done, but we just kept on talking. It was so cool. It was so nice. Him and I have so much in common. He's such a genuine dude. If you haven't checked out Aiden Walls, go check out his channel. He's a really, really cool dude. Yeah, no, he's great. He's great. All right, I think we're good. Cool. Looks like a win. We'll check. Oh god, I got a bubble in this one. Yeah. Even my my mother-in-law watched the Aiden Walls interview, and I think she also watched the Retro Game Core one. But yeah, I want to do some stuff with more people. I was also talking with Todd Tronics, as Todd Tronics lives like an hour, 2 hours from me. Todd Tronics is really impressive. He just hit 1,000 subs, but he just started his channel, started his own channel, because he's been working with RH for a little bit. He hit 1,000 subs in a month. Yeah, he's fun. I like him. He's a cool dude. He's a good dude. He was on this week's RH podcast, actually. I kind of want to do something with him. But yeah, he's nice. It's funny. This community is, what's the word? Small, but so inviting. I think I might have seen the mod. I'm totally down to do it. We can totally do a gaming video on it if you're down to do it. Miguel, oh wait, we talked about this before, didn't I? Didn't I invite you to do my show? I'm okay. So for those who don't know, I don't mean to just drop this randomly, but for those who don't know, I have a show in the mix, planned. I keep on getting distracted in my own head too much, but planned, where I'm going to be doing collabs where I'm doing gaming and talking about gaming tech with a bunch of different creators, and I have had Stubbs say yes to do it. Tech Dweeb is down to do it. Baldy Rudy is interested in doing it as well. Matt HM was interested. If you know Humble Mud, he's a really good friend of mine. He was down to do it. I've got a list of a good group of friends and fellow creators who are on this show. I believe my buddy Tame Delirium, who's on the Discord server as well. He's also, what's the word? He's also on the list. I've got a decent list of people, some really cool people. And then I wanted my first episode to be my wife, Miss J here. And I have just been so busy and stressed out dealing with medical stuff, as you can tell, probably. Got my new primary today, like I'd mentioned earlier, and it's one thing off of my mind, so I can start maybe moving forward with that more. Also, my camera's playing nice today, so. Gonna kind of sneak up on it a little bit. Yeah. It's been a while since we hung out, too. Okay, so I got a little bit of an update on this one. The screen protector fits perfectly on one side, flush, but this aftermarket one isn't quite flush on the edge there. And again, the air will come out. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, Miguel, do you have a YouTube channel yet? I forget. I know you have a TikTok. I'd love to shout you out. You've been a fantastic friend for such a long time. Yeah, this one's already out. Okay, cool. One more to go. I have other ones. Kind of trying to revive it. Cool, 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 cool. Well, when we do the collab, I'm pretty sure it will help a little bit. I mean, I'm a smaller channel, but I'm not... I'm going to CES this year to go hang out with all of my favorite creators. So, I mean, like, I'm something. I'm not where I was 15 years ago when I started the channel. Oh, God, what a trip this life is, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, nice, nice. Very nice. Miguel, do you know Poke Tips, or have you seen Poke Tips? He does Nuzlocke's, Anyway, point is, him and I have the same luck. The RP5 is so freaking cool. I keep thinking that that's a speck of dust or something, but it's not. It's something on my camera. That's so funny. Vinny... Okay. Yeah. I've heard those names. Poke Tips on his... what's it called? Nuzlocke's. He goes and... every single first battle, he loses. And I have the same luck. I'm fine past the first battle, but the first battle, every time I lose. And that's a reset if you're playing, you know, strict rules and whatnot. Just freaking sucks. Yeah, it is a reflection, but a reflection of what? Let's see. There's something shiny up there, but I really, really like the RP5. I really do. I haven't even messed with it yet with games yet. That's going to be in another video coming up soon. I might do another stream too. We'll see. Of setting it up and everything, but that's going to probably have to be Friday or Saturday at the soonest. I'm trying to get back into this. I fell out a little bit because I just have been super, super stressed out with medical stuff. All right, no hair allowed. My hair is doing a thing today, too. My mustache has just appeared. Oh, what's up, Troy? You got an RP5 for your son-in-law? Heck yeah, heck yeah. Wait, does he know? Does he watch me? Which one did you get? Which one did you get? What games have I been playing lately? What's funny is, despite loving these retro handhelds, I have not spent nearly as much time on them lately as I would have liked. I just finished Alan Wake 2, and I actually just started Quantum Break. Let's see. Started playing Horizon Zero Dawn again. And I think that's good, actually. We're going to go for it. Okay, and then I actually was really kind of turned off by it at first due to performance issues. But I started playing, why is my brain not working? that it's so awkward to do that like this. I started playing the Dragon Ball. What is it called? The new one, the one that's like Tenkaichi, but it's not Tenkaichi. Sparking Zero. I started playing Sparking Zero again. Their performance issues were really, really bad at the beginning. Yeah, Sparking Zero, that's the one. The performance issues were really, really bad on my computer, and it's not playable on the Steam Deck, not really. So what I was experiencing on the Steam Deck was it would... it was taking so much CPU power to just put the bare minimum frames out. And because of that, the CPU would just be standing off in the distance. Oh, that was a weird visual, seeing both. There's a little bit of a delay there too. I love it. I'm sober, I swear. But yeah, so the CPU would be standing way out there, right? And then I'd be doing my thing, fighting, firing off blasts, but it would just be like either standing in one place or side to side, back and forth, and I'm like, okay, well, like, let's go, you know, let's fight. They would just be standing off there in the distance because the CPU just couldn't keep up. And then what ended up fixing it with my PC was the NVIDIA app and a fresh reinstall of the drivers. The first time I tried it, it didn't work. The second time, it worked fine. And I used, because the game does not have native FSR, but the new NVIDIA app has, what's it called? It has a built-in FSR filter. So with that FSR filter, what that does for me is... Oop, I want this one here. It allows me to get my 1% lows a little bit higher so that I don't have as many stutters. Because it was stuttering so bad that it felt like I was getting like legitimately tripped up and trying to track the enemies and like fight and whatnot. Or alternatively, it was too easy because they would just stand off in the distance firing key blasts at me, or even just standing there doing nothing. Because the CPU was trying so hard just to keep the frames up that it couldn't keep the characters doing anything. So yeah, that was a fun one. So this screen protector I'm nervous about. I only have one. And I think I lost it. Got way too many handhelds out here. RP5. Where did I put the screen protector for this thing? I just cleaned it and then touched it. I'm an idiot. This is the second time on this stream I've lost something that I had a moment ago. Oh, no, here it is. I stuck it with the weird Ghibli face looking thing. All right, cool. This is another thing too, right? So I have all these devices. I have no room to work. I hate to complain about that, right? Like, I mean, just for some context here, right? I don't have room. And like, there's one over here, and then, oh, there's these little ones I had at my wedding, which is freaking hilarious. Oh god, it turned on. Oh, what's the one underneath it that turned on? Yeah, no, I didn't mean for it to get this way, but I just keep getting distracted, and then, yeah. It was clean. Depression does some things. We're getting out of it, though. We're getting out of it together. I do love you guys, though. This has been a blast. We're gonna zoom back in, though, because then it'll look more like I'm just, yeah, chilling. Swing. Okay, so let's see if I can get this to go on clean like I did with the RP Mini, without any little hair bits or anything underneath the screen. Because if it's underneath, it's by the buttons, I don't care. The glass is good. I did actually check with Retroid. I don't remember the brand off the top of my head, and it was on Twitter when I asked. But the brand of the glass, it's like Raptor glass or something like that. It's strong. I don't think it's like the same as Corning. I don't think they do the same kind of, you know, Corning Gorilla Glass kind of thing that they do over there. But I think it's really similar. But it's a really, really nice, sturdy, strong glass. I had to know. Retroid was very nice, and they responded to me almost immediately. Kind of a bummer. I think Retroid is still over on Twitter and is not over on Blue Sky yet. I left Twitter. I was so sick of the bots. So sick of the bots. I think we're mostly Gucci. So these screen protectors are really interesting. A Game Boy Micro or... Yeah. These are cut out in a very specific way. So it wants it to be like this. Yes. Oops, sorry. Like this. There's a little hole for that there. Yeah, I had a micro when I gave it away. I think, Troy, you might have gone back a little bit. The glass is the part I like least in the RP5. Seems weird to me that goes over the whole thing. Yeah, you know, I thought it would bother me more. It doesn't bother me at all. I thought I would feel like I was going to break it. It makes it look really classy. I don't love the feel ergonomically of the thing on the front, but realistically, you don't interact with it. And I'll show you once I get the screen protector on. Again, I only got one shot, one opportunity. With the RP Mini, I spent way too much time planning it and doing all of this stuff, and I just... my plans all were foiled. Okay, I'm going to be quiet for just about a minute to get this on here so I don't spew stuff or spit air in the direction, hair in the direction. Give me just a moment. Sorry. I think I got it. I think I got on there pretty damn good. I'm gonna have to smooth out these bubbles, but like, I'm happy with that. It's not like exactly perfect, but it's way closer than I thought it would on my first try. It's pretty well centered on all the buttons. It's pretty well centered on the little battery light. It's a little off, but it's good enough. Yeah, I was holding my breath too. Thank you. Thank you for getting involved in this. I love it. Yeah. Oh, frickin' Miguel, you didn't see this yet. How's that for PSP, PSV? Yeah, this isn't a PS Vita. This is the Odin 2 Mini. It's got a mini LED screen on it. It does not have the touchpad on the back, but it has Hall effect sticks. When we hang out, you got to check this thing out. I think you're gonna like it. It's heavy, but it does a lot of work. It puts in a lot of work. Again, like I was saying before, it's nice. It's not $100 nicer than this. Yeah, yeah. I did have a Vita. I sold it for a meal a while back, and I regret it so much because I had the big memory cards in it and everything, and I mean, I sold it to a friend at the time. My my wife's best friend's significant other. Really liked it though. And then the PSP that I had, I actually also quite enjoyed. I had the full like upgraded whatever for that as well. I wish I kept them. I wish I kept them. My biggest regret, I'm really torn, right? So I know I mentioned earlier in this stream that I want to get rid of like probably like what Stubbs was talking about, 75% of my devices. Oh no. There's a hair underneath. Like, yeah, there's bubbles and all, but hold on, hold on. Oh, you'll never be able to tell. I'm going to leave it on for now, but I'm going to buy another one. Yeah, I'm actually going to be modding an Orange Vita that I was holding for a friend for a bit with them relatively soon, I think, unless they do it on their own, but I'll show it off here for sure. Oh yeah, the bubbles are going to go away. There's a hair that I'm annoyed with. I wonder if I can get the hair into the bubble and then wishful thinking, right? Yeah, so the bubbles I'm not worried about. So I was going to end the stream like 20 minutes ago, but I'm having fun. You don't end it if you're having fun. That's just how it goes. All right. So, oh man, I must have touched the underside of the screen protector too. So the bubbles are gone, but there's a smudge up here that I must have touched the underside of. And then right next to it, you can't even tell. It's a teeny tiny like micro hair. I'm really annoyed, but whatever. It's not the worst. It's not the end of the world. The screen protectors are pretty cheap. I think they're $10 from Retroid. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, Miggy, for being upset about that one. That's kind of a rough one. I luckily never got anything stolen and sold, except for Pokemon cards. I was so mad. Yeah, no, I believe it. I believe it. I was so mad. I had four base set Charizards. I almost just pushed this off the table. I had 4. Move this. Now, I don't think they're in any specific order anymore, but I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. You guys been playing Pokemon trading card game Pocket? Where it be? I'm like, please hold. Swing. Look, now you can kind of see it. Okay. I only have. Oh, come on. I don't want to bend it, you know? I only have the one now. And the case is a little bit damaged up. The card's not in the best of condition. But yeah. This card has seen better frickin' days. But yeah, somebody stole 3 of my Charizards. I'm so mad. We're already here, quickly. Some more of mine are missing. I got like I went to all of these myself, by the way. I was at all of these. Every single movie drop. Was there more on this side? No. Bunch of first editions. Sorry, I'm going really fast. I apologize. So shiny. I didn't know they did this at first, but first edition energy. More. Sorry, I'm going fast again. I'm looking for something specific. Yeah. I have a couple of misprints too, actually. Where did those go? Sorry. This one's even still wrapped. I just started collecting random ones at a point and just throwing them in here, but I used to really be into this. This was like my world for a while. I remember when I was a kid, I was telling Retroblast about this. When I was a kid, waiting for Pokemon Red and Blue to come in stock, I would go to Toys R Us with my mom, and every time that we went in and they didn't have it back in, what, like 99 or so, she would buy me a Pokemon card pack. Yeah, I remember the good old days. Let's see. Where is it? So I've got a Diglett that's a misprint, and I've got a Pikachu that's a misprint. I don't know if they're in this binder. Would it be funny if I said that all of the rest of this was Charmanders? It isn't, but wouldn't that be funny? I think these are just stars. Hold on. There's a reason why we're in here. Right, so here, look at this. I don't know how common this was. Oop. That's really hard to balance. We're gonna zoom. Look at the energy on the Diglett. For Dig. It be sideways. And I've got like 3 of them like that. But not all of them are like that. Yeah. I've got a couple of misprints. So I'm just gonna pull it out. No, I got 2 like that, okay. But yeah. It's really hard to tell. Let's try this camera. No, that's not working. I'm thin. Yeah. They're not all like that. And then, I don't know why or how that happened or whatever, but here we go, too. So, I don't remember the lore behind this one, but I've got the red cheek and the yellow cheek Pikachu. I've also got them in English as well, but like I don't remember the lore of what the deal was with that. We're gonna zoom back out a little. I didn't mean to go on this tangent, but I've been really enjoying the Pokemon trading card game. The misprints are $50 each. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. How about these? Miguel, you probably remember these. I got 2 full sets of these, maybe more. I was such a Pokemon nerd. I'm surprised they don't have any Pokemon tattoos, to be completely honest. Do you remember these? Yeah, and then some from the movie back in the day. I got one more thing for you, Miguel. One more blast from the past. one moment. Well, I guess there's 2. It's dusty as hell because I've had it forever, but... Isn't that crazy? Right? I had all of these at one point, and I still have the promo material from back in the day. I put it behind glass. Yeah, I have them. They're up on my shelf. Yeah, I'll be right back. These have not been dusted in a millennia. I don't even remember which ones I still have. I'm not a collector. I'm really not, but I have a nostalgic tie to some of these things. Okay, so let's see which ones I have. Let's see which ones I have. Oh, this one's loose. I've got a Poliwhirl and a Pikachu in this one. They tarnish a little bit when they've been out, but all the rest of them are sealed, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I had a signed by Wizards of the Coast Pikachu card way back in the day. It's not that old. It's not that old. Yeah. 150 Mewtwo Certificate of Authenticity. I forgot that I had that. Most of these are never opened. That's the one? Yeah. Nostalgia like crazy, right? Let's see what's in this one. The Charizard. Yeah. Again. Yeah, like, I was so into it back in the day. I wish I kept the little stands for these. I think they just broke. I was a kid, you know? But yeah, yeah. And another Pikachu with the Certificate of Authenticity. Oof. Yeah. They've all been in these forever. You know, it's like, I love this stuff. They're just up on my shelf, like usually. You guys can't see it, though. Let's make me not invisible anymore. Ta-da, I'm back. I'm gonna go put these back up. But yeah, I love this stuff. Nintendo changed my life. What was I doing? What was I doing? Do I have any other crazy nostalgia pieces in here? Let me see real quick. I might. I have a Game Boy Pocket, although I don't think that's exactly that. A lot of people have those these days. I had a DMG, but it was not in the best of shape. Oh! Hey, Miguel, I modded my N64 controller to make it wireless with the 8-bit Do kit. I got that. I'll go grab that real quick, and then I think I'm probably going to call the stream real soon, because I've been doing this for longer than I was expecting to. So I did a video on this one too. Nice. Yeah. My buddy Azurite does that as well. I haven't done one yet myself, but I've been really tempted to pick one up. That and then the Funny Playing GBC OLED. I kind of really want it. I think it's is it OLED or is it LCD? It might be LCD. But yeah. So this does not use the Rumble pack, but it has its own Rumble in it, and the memory is all... It's more meant for, like, the Switch situation, but... yeah, this is, like, the wireless dongle for it and everything. Yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip where we've come with technology these days. But yeah, this was a really nice little project. I did a video on it. It's on the channel. Probably post it in the comments. Why not, right? But yeah, you basically take the old controller and then, you know, put this plug in, put this in, and then you basically just swap the board and throw the battery in. I think it was under 50 bucks. It was around 50 bucks. But yeah, and it's got a Hall effect stick on it, and it feels nice. It doesn't feel exactly like the original, but it feels really close, and it's actually a really nice stick, believe it or not. I'm quite happy with this. I'll post a link to that down there too. I don't get affiliate for that, but it's a good product. I'll always post things that are relevant, if I remember, of course. whether or not I get a kickback for it, because I mean the whole point is to get you guys all some cool stuff too, right? If it helps me and you guys want to help me, awesome. But yeah, this was just like, it was crazy just playing stuff again with this. I forgot how generally uncomfortable this kind of is for my big ass hands. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy this stuff. Anyway, I'm probably going to call it because it's 10:15. We'll do a quick recap and then I'm going to go. Okay. Okay, we're going to do a quick recap. We did RP5 first look, and that's not on the screen. That's something else entirely. That's just, I'll fix that later. We'll figure it out. Yeah, and thank you. It's been fun hanging out. So I got the RP5. I'm going to mess with this. I promise you guys a video with this. I'm going to do a video with this. I'm also going to buy a new screen protector because I messed up. It's fine. We did screen protector removal. Actually, we're going to go in order. We got the 406H, threw a screen protector on there. It's not exactly perfect, but it came with one. I'll mess with that again off whatever. This is again like 175-ish. This was like 215-ish. I have trouble remembering. I got it on a discount. It might be more expensive now. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the prices all in the description below. Don't worry about it. This is fantastic. Hull sticks on both of these. The triggers are nice. Both of them have kind of clicky triggers. These are not triggers, bumpers. But it's a satisfying bumper. They're both pretty powerful. Again, I didn't get into performance on this one, but we will get into performance on future videos. We unboxed my first device shipped to me by a company. That wasn't something weird, like a dock. Which is the Miyoo A30, and I'm actually quite happy with this overall. The buttons feel way better than you would expect them to. I'm quite happy with them. And then we opened this up, and it seems like the light does stay on when it's charging. This is the GameSir Tarantula Pro. It did a thing. It made noises at me. Weird. Must have known it was moving. Awesome controller. I'll post links for this there as well down below, with and without the stand. I don't think you need the stand, especially if lights bug you. There might be a way to turn it off. If I figure it out, I will let you know. But just assume that it doesn't unless you hear otherwise, or look it up for yourself at that point. But I would have to get so far into the weeds on that to find out if you can or cannot turn off the light on that. I would imagine probably not. But then again, you can customize the rumble intensity on that thing, so maybe. I'll look into it. I'll get back to you. And then we took apart some screen protectors with mixed results for this guy, and put a new one on this one down here, and I didn't put a screen protector on. Y'all almost let me leave without putting one final screen protector on. We got one shot. One opportunity. So this really will show you how small this screen really is. I think it's 2.8. It might be a 2.6. It's my last thing, and then I'm going to go. But yeah, the Go Game Geek Miyoo A30, I'm pleasantly surprised with it. It is the cheapest device that I think I own currently. Look how teeny that is. Probably barely even tell. But yeah, it's teeny. All right, I'm gonna clean this off real quick. We're gonna get this thrown in there. I don't think it really needs it because it's inset, but we got it. We'll use it. Wet wipes. I can count to 2, I swear. 1. All right, we're gonna wipe this out. Oof, that feels weird. It's so little. We're gonna zoom this in again. It's freaking talking to me, man. No, it's the gears are doing a thing when it moves. It's like, ho, we're waking up now? Hello? We're here? What? All right. Let's get the screen protector on this little guy. That's so wet. I love that this I love that this smallest screen has the biggest wipes. And the wettest. That is the wettest of the wipes. This is gonna like legitimately take a while to dry. So wow, this is another big wipe. Cool. Another thing too to note that I'm not 100% sure, but this may or may not be plastic. The screen? Not sure. It feels a little bit more mobile than the others, although it doesn't react to these little protectors like plastic would. It feels pretty like glass, but maybe like a really thinner glass, not a great glass. So I think this one really does need a protector. That being said, I think it might have gotten some little scratches on it from this. We'll see. I'm so good at losing things. Luckily, I've got like 50 of these. Oh, of course, this one's covered in dust. How counterintuitive. We also did a basic comparison to the watermelon. And these little guys. Let's see. Was it scratched up or was it just leaving streaks? I think it just left streaks. Okay, yeah, no, just left streaks. Use a microfiber cloth for these. The little ones that they give you are like, they'll work, but they're not great. All right. We're almost done. I appreciate you for sticking with, if you have, for this whole time. It's been a long one, a fun one. A lot of stuff done, but definitely a long one. Appreciate you. I appreciate you indeed. It's been too long. Been too long, friend. All right. I think we're golden. I see nothing on the screen. Give it one more quick look. We're good. Simple, sweet. There are some weird little ridges on this, and I don't know if I can show this on screen or not. So what I was going to mention earlier, and I didn't get around to, is that the screen itself looks like it has like bars on it. This screen protector seems to accentuate those bars. We're going to let this sit overnight and see how it looks, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up to see if you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, here. Those vertical lines there. The screen itself seemed to have had those. I don't know what's up with them. We'll set it overnight. We'll see if they flatten out. Usually they do. I've put it like... I'm getting very nonchalant about screen protectors, which is probably a bad thing. Look, I already got rid of the bubble. But they usually settle themselves, which is really funny to say. Like they just chill out on their own. They sit. Yeah. Indeed, indeed. Unfortunately, Retro Peak, I'm about to head out. But we did have a fun time here. I hope you are also well. RP4 Pro is the one? I don't know. RP5, or RP Mini minus the stickers. They're all pretty good. There's not a bad handheld out right now. Like, assuming you're not buying e-waste. You can easily buy e-waste, don't do it. Do not buy the chicken. I don't care what some of the other reviewers are saying. Do not buy the chicken. But like, everything from like the $50, $65 range here. This is like $55. This is like $70-ish dollars. This is again like 50-ish, maybe a little bit less. 45-ish. Like, there's not a bad handheld out here anymore. This one I think was like 60? Can't remember. They're all good. It's crazy. It's genuinely kind of crazy. These ones are a lot of fun. I'm quite a fan. I don't like the old model as much as the new model, but the old model's fine. Stiffer buttons on the old one, that's all. But yeah, I don't know. Like, you can't get a bad handheld. I have a really short tangent to go on very quickly. Kick my drum set. Even this little POS $9.99 device from Walmart plays Fantasy Zone fine. Sounds fine. I bought this on a pinch, kind of as a joke, or in a pinch as a joke, when I was at a wedding in New Hampshire, and I just saw this and I'm like, no way, it's going to be any good. It feels like crap. It sounds like crap. Its screen is crap. Sorry for whoever developed this. I do feel bad a little bit. But it works, and it's comfortable, and it's playable. And I was genuinely surprised at even this $10 piece of junk being better than the crap that we had when I was a kid by a long shot. Like, you guys remember those little things like Tamagotchis? Not specifically Tamagotchis, but like little games like that you buy in the store. They were like $35. They had one game on it, and it was like you had like Game & Watch type things, and it wasn't fun games. Even this little thing right here, if it even has any battery left in it, and it does. Like, D-pad works, sound works relatively okay. This was $10 at Walmart. We are so spoiled. There's a lot of repeats on this one. There's like 20 games, but they like to say there's like 100. I haven't actually turned this one on yet. Here's Pikachu. Oh, that's not the button to select. Start is to select. Where is it? I lost it. There it is. Pikachu. Like, how did we get here? You know, to where even like the janky little nothing devices are like not trash. It's not great, but like it's totally usable. Anyway, point being, you really can't go wrong with any of these. I am pretty much showing you off some of the best here. But yeah, definitely, let's zoom out a little bit. Definitely get yourself, if you're in the $200 price range and you're looking for a 4x3, you basically got two options. And again, don't mind the stickers. I'll deal with them later. This is more powerful. This is more big. Better screen, OLED over here. This one is IPS. Both contoured grips. Both have pretty good battery life, as far as I know. I haven't messed with them personally too much yet. This one's actually really nice. I would imagine this one's going to last quite a long time as well. I think this one has that, yeah, 5,000 milliamp battery. Yeah, and if you're looking for $200, oh, actually, we got one more 4x3. Solid option if you like a vertical. It's under 200. They're both a little bit cheaper than this here, but yeah. Again, around that $200 price range, the mid-range. This, if you want a 16:9 for like PSP, actual Android gaming and stuff, the RP5 is actually quite a comfy little device. Feels really solid in the hand. Quite happy with it. RP4 Pro is also a solid runner-up. I don't think it feels as nice personally. I don't like how concave the sticks are versus a lot of these other ones. They're a little bit less concave on the newer models, but I do like it. And this is ergonomic, whereas this is flat. There's Food for thought there. $70 range. Got a lot of favorites. We're not going to go through all of them right now. But yeah, we got a lot of good choices. A lot of good choices. I think we actually can show a couple more in here if we zoom out a little further. Zoom in a little bit more. There we go. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get some sleep. It's 10:30. I've been at this for almost 3 hours. This is a blast. It's been fun. It's been fun. Thanks for joining. This has been great. If you don't have a handheld, get yourself a handheld. And if you're gonna get this little guy, I'll post a link down below to get yours through my affiliate link through GoGameGeek. Yeah, they did a good job with this, with like the package that they put together for this. This is a Miyoo device. You can buy it on AliExpress, but buy it through GoGameGeek. It'll get to you quicker. They actually also, I believe, have a better return policy because they actually have one. A lot of AliExpress stuff is just kind of, it's gone. Once it's to you, you don't get a second chance. I gotta clean my desk. All right, night everybody. It's been fun.